Have you ever found yourself stuck in the same bad habits over and over, even though you know they're holding you back? Maybe you've tried quitting a habit dozens of times, but somehow you always fall right back into it. That feeling of frustration, like you're trapped on a loop, is more common than you think. If you've ever felt burned out from trying and failing, this video is for you, because today I'm going to show you why breaking bad habits is harder than you've been told, and more importantly, how to finally take control before those habits break you. Let's get real for a moment. When most people think about breaking a bad habit, what comes to mind? Willpower, right? Just be strong, or stop being lazy, or try harder. But here's the brutal truth. Willpower alone is a weak foundation for real change. Science shows willpower is like a muscle. It can get tired and depleted. So when you try to fight a habit just by sheer force, you're setting yourself up for failure. Most advice you hear, just say no, or use positive affirmations. Sounds nice, but doesn't tackle the core problem. That's why you might feel productive when you resist a craving or urge for a while, but eventually you give in and feel even worse. You're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because you don't yet understand how habits work in your brain. Here's the real deal. Habits form because your brain wants to save energy. It creates automatic patterns to avoid constant decision-making. These routines become your autopilot, running without you even thinking. So when you try to quit a habit by sheer will, your brain resists because it sees that habit as a default comfort zone. Breaking a habit means rewiring your brain's autopilot, and that requires more than just trying harder. Imagine your brain like a GPS with a preset route. That route is your habit. If you keep trying to force a new path without reprogramming the GPS, it will keep telling you to turn back onto the old road. Real change happens when you update the GPS settings by changing your triggers, your routines, and the rewards you expect. Step-by-step, actionable framework. So how do you do this? How do you actually break those habits before they break you? Follow these practical steps. 1. Identify your triggers. Every habit has a trigger, something that sets it off. It could be a time of day, a feeling like stress or boredom, or even certain people or places. Start paying close attention to what sparks your habit. When do you automatically reach for your phone instead of working? When do you grab junk food? Noticing these triggers is the first step to controlling them. Replace the habit with a new routine. You can't just erase a habit. Your brain needs something to replace it. Once you know your triggers, decide on a healthier or neutral action you can do instead. For example, if stress makes you smoke, try deep breathing or going for a quick walk. The replacement habit needs to satisfy the same craving or purpose, but without the damage. 3. Track your progress. Awareness builds momentum. Use a journal, a calendar, or a habit tracking app to record your successes and setbacks. Seeing your progress visually helps keep you accountable and motivated. It also makes it easier to notice patterns or when you're most vulnerable. Get accountability. Change is hard alone. Tell a friend, family member, or join a community where you can share your goals and progress. Knowing someone else is rooting for you and checking in makes quitting feel real, not just a wish. 5. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait for a perfect month to celebrate. Every day you stick to your plan. Every time you resist that urge, reward yourself. Positive reinforcement rewires your brain, making it easier to choose the new habit again tomorrow. Each step in this framework works together to retrain your brain's autopilot, slowly but surely making it easier to live free of habits that drain you. Look, breaking bad habits isn't about perfection. It's about progress. You will mess up, and that's okay. Every slip-up is an opportunity to learn, to adjust your strategy, and come back stronger. Don't let guilt or frustration stop you. Change is messy. It takes time and effort, but every honest attempt moves you closer to the life you want. Remember, the people you admire and the ones who seem disciplined and successful, they didn't get there by luck. They got there by falling down, getting up, and sticking with their new habits long enough to make them automatic. You can do the same. Your habits are the autopilot steering your life. If you don't take control, they will drive you wherever they want, often off course. But here's the empowering truth. The autopilot can be reprogrammed. It's not about fighting yourself in an endless battle of willpower. It's about learning how to outsmart your brain's natural wiring. When you do that, you don't just break bad habits. You reclaim control over your future. You hold the wheel. Now it's your turn. Pick one bad habit you want to break today. Follow these steps. Identify your triggers, choose a replacement routine, track your progress, find an accountability partner, and celebrate your wins. Start small, but start now. Don't wait for motivation or the perfect moment. The longer you wait, the longer those habits control your life. Take back your power and start building a better you today. Breaking a habit isn't about fighting yourself, it's about rewiring your life.